What's up, guys? To anyone that's here, this is an impromptu live because apparently this bitch Lacey, Opwatch, she is replaying my streams, trying to use it against me. My streams that I put up there, my videos that I put up there, proving I got nothing to hide, and she's chopping it up in a way where it looks like I'm guilty of something, in which I'm not. And she's trying to have this condescending attitude. I'll let you listen. Let me share. I'll let you listen because I am so fucking tired of this girl harassing me, my family, affecting my marriage. It's just tiresome.
You're saying she's coming back to George's. Okay.
I'm talking to Amanda. Look, this girl needs to be in a school. She's playing the audio really, really low all the time with my old ass. With her mother. You know, she doesn't. I don't know if you can hear what's going on there, but I'm fucking sick of this girl. Is seriously stalking. I offered her. I told her I would give. Now, apparently, she expects me to share all information, and I'm not going to share all of Elizabeth's information or all of her mom's information. They're not entitled to that shit. Some of it needs to be private. But listen.
Although it would have helped me in the long run. Because if I went in person, then I would have gotten more extra college credits.
Not true. Not true. You can actually do those same things online. The program my daughter is on. And I think, let me touch up. My sister said that Snoopy, you fucking lying bitch, that the school was trying to contact her and they couldn't reach me. That's because my daughter changed
now, mind you,
and I unenrolled her, but they still had her on the
live. Mind you, when I posted anything about Elizabeth on my Facebook, it was set to friends, not just everybody, just friends, and that was it. And at that time, Lacey and I got along, and she's playing this shit, and trying to fucking make it look like something it's not. I'm fucking tired of it. Honestly, it's starting to, I'm not lying, it's starting to affect my marriage. It's starting to affect, my health because this is stressing me out. No one wants to be accused of bullshit like this. And I'm just fucking tired of it. I'm going to see what I can do about stopping this, maybe through YouTube. I don't report people. That's not my way. I don't deal with police. That's not my way. I don't trust police. Well, mostly police from New York, but out here, I just don't deal with police for my own personal reasons. But it is what it is. Oh, come on. You know what? Someone ban that person right now. Please, someone ban them because I don't want to do this. I want to talk about this bullshit. I don't want this going on. Please, just stop. For fuck's sake. Oh, I can do it right here. Anyway, let's listen to the shit she's saying. That's where.
Okay, now if you look at her body language here, she's trying to recall. Now you've already gone through the spiel. We've seen the ages 13, 14, 15, 16. She's twirling her hair nervously. She remembered the story about fixing the gravy that she said she was a different agent just a minute ago.
Jesus Christ. When will this woman stop? She just won't fucking stop. And this is not doing Elizabeth any fucking good. It's not doing Elizabeth any goddamn good. So basically, she doesn't mind bringing attention to
So
this
now
poor
she was
girl's
saying
fucking
she was
issue.
16. Let's go back to what I just said. At 14, you can make gravy because that's the age she was just saying. But she was 16 and she couldn't make gravy. I'm not buying it.
She's talking about gravy. I taught Elizabeth how to make gravy.
She is not your
Thanksgiving.
adopted daughter, Elizabeth.
I have that
She is
up
not your
on
adopted daughter, Elizabeth.
talking about she's not my adopted daughter. Do you see how far this woman goes? What happened to her? Is there not? I mean, she is mentally unstable. Just a time that I've known her, and mind you, I've only known her for about 4 or 5 years. You know, and
Math isn't mathing. She said she stayed with you for 5 months when she was 16 just a second ago. She was 16 2 years ago.
She's fucking totally retarded. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with her? One of the most brilliant,
Common sense ain't
one of the most smartest, yeah, common sense ain't commenting with her. Intellectually sound girls that I've ever met. Honestly, she is much older in her mind than she is in her body. I'm telling you guys.
Why is he talking about her body?
Of course,
What
that's
the
what she
fuck?
says. That's what she focuses in.
And she's
I
self-taught.
just
Why
said
can't pass her
she
shit
is
by herself?
intellectually older in her mind than she is in her body. What does Lacey focus in on her body? Why is Lacey so focused in on this girl's looks? And she has to sit there and listen to old folks talk all damn day. You know, and luckily for me, I like my TikTok and I like my YouTube and obviously Facebook and all that. And she was doing TikTok at the time, and we started talking about TikTok. And then I said, "You want to help me make the gravy?" And she said, "Sure, I would love to help you make the gravy." Yo, I tell you what, she took over.
So he introduced her to TikTok while she was there. They were already making videos, I assume, but I can't find that TikTok.
She made her own TikTok account. I didn't
And
tell her to
she
make a TikTok.
took over.
Took over. Now, mind you, I make gravy from scratch. That means I boil.
So she took over. I will say gravy is kind of intermediate because you have to make it just right, the right consistency. But for her to take over kind of tells me she already knew how to make the gravy and this is just a bullshit story. Okay. Because girls around here, I mean, for the most part, know how to do things like that. That's what my whole point is. If she just took over, it kind of tells me the story isn't real because she can't just take over making gravy. The only particular about gravy is really the consistency and the amount of flour that's used and the way that you hit it, with whatever grease you're cooking so you don't have lumps. So, I mean, if she immediately took over to make gravy, which is an intermediate dish that she should be able to make, that's because she knows how to make it. She has a little brother. She has a mom. She has a family.
Now she's
already knew what she was doing. This is a made-up bullshit
critiquing
thing.
an 18-year-old's cooking skills.
In my opinion.
16-year-old cooking skills. What the fuck? I taught her how to make the gravy, and she took it over and made the gravy. And it was to die for. And that's where her and I bonded because I love to cook. I love teaching people how to cook. And she loved to learn. And she absorbed all that information, literally absorbed all that information and kept asking me questions. How do you make this taste? And I would teach her. And that's how her and I.
She absorbed all the information, but she kept asking me questions. How do I do this? How do I do that? But she took over.
You see how this girl tries to manipulate the situation? And then there was a point in time where, hold on, let me take care of this idiot that's over here. Compliment her, and I would tell her she's doing good. Because I am not putting up with this. Hold on a second. Her mom would never tell her she's doing good. Her mom would never give her positive reinforcement. Her mom would never, compliment her on anything she did. Nothing. Give me a second.
Sounds familiar, Jed. Sounds like the mother. Let me keep going.
Complimented her and her figuring out how to get schoolwork done so quickly. And she did. She got nothing but A's. Nothing but A's.
Mark that. Clock that, as this little girl told me. Clock that. Nothing but A's.
Yeah, and mind you, and this is how I kept saying, man, put her in school. Get her in high school. She needs to be around her own time. She can't be around old people her whole damn life. And she doesn't need to be on a living room couch.
And I think Elizabeth saw.
Why is she in a living room couch if you have an extra bedroom that she had space for before? Because that was your bedroom.
That I kept fighting for her.
I didn't have an extra bedroom. See, this fucking bitch, man. At that time, I didn't have an extra bedroom. I had an office, a bedroom, and the living room. And I wasn't going to take the two computers,
So you knew
my
them for
printing
5 months and you
machine,
were always
my
Uncle
3D
Georgie.
printing
What
machine.
the
That's
fuck?
what I was making money with. But yeah, I had an extra. No, in this house, this new house, I had an extra room.
We started calling her Fifi. We started calling her Fifi.
To this day, that's what she is. Princess Fifi.
We started calling her Fifi. To this day, she's Princess Fifi. He told Maggie that she insisted on Fifi, but he just said we started calling.
Yeah, we
Her
did started calling
Fifi.
her PP because that's what she insisted on.
You slipped, asshole.
I
You
didn't switch
slipped.
shit. Can you? Oh my God, this fucking woman.
That's who Fifi is. Princess Fifi. All right? And her and I kept bonding.
Because here's the thing, she's got over here, she had 45 people listening to her. That's 45 people that are believing this bullshit or at least entertaining this bullshit. And that bothers me. That bothers me because if this gets out there and some of my clients, when I say
Why
clients,
would you love
because
her like
I
your
do
best
work
friend's
I
kids
do,
when you didn't
some
know
of
her
my
mother and
clients
you
get a
didn't
hold
even
of
really
this,
like
I
her
could
mother and you're
possibly,
complaining about how her
that can
mother
affect
was
my
the whole
fucking
time she
income.
was there? You fucking dingbat.
But she's trying to dissect everything. This stuff is on my channel. She's trying to take my stuff and use it against me. If you want to listen to it, then listen to it from my channel without commentary and then make your own fucking decision. But just like Maggie, she'll chop it up in a way. Oh my God, this.
Exactly right. She couldn't be any more your daughter than the daughter you have, which is not your biological daughter who does not speak to you. Okay. Why is that? Why is it that your daughter that you raised since she was little doesn't speak to you?
My daughter comes over for fucking Thanksgiving. This fucking bitch.
Yep, as one fucking negative remark from you, and I will fucking boot you.
Yepes is now standing against what Jed is doing, and you can see here, but now on this, he's been one of the key players talking about me negatively, saying I'm a liar. But here he is calling the same things out.
This is a recording. This is Elizabeth's story. One motherfucking negative remark, and you're gone.
Oh, I get tired of fucking the little comments making Elizabeth look a certain way, or it's just disgusting. So that's how come I said that. But why do I feel like I gotta fucking vindicate myself? This bitch will not leave me the fuck alone, and then she wonders why I say the shit I say.
That had to do with boys. That had to do with life. Her mom would never talk to her. Her mom treated her like a thing instead of like a person. And this is a person, a beautiful person, inside and out. And she was never appreciated by her mom. You know, I appreciate you. You know that, and I appreciate all that you do. And that means something. That means something to me.
She's smiling so hard whenever he says she's a beautiful person inside and out. And
you see what she's
looking
doing?
at him in a loving way that's not the same as a child.
Wow. She's looking at him in a loving way that's not like a child. What the fuck?
In the laundry room, listening to church music.
It's interesting that she's
her mom went from one stream
Yeah, she's not showing none of the video at all. This is what let me show you. This is what
I believe in God. I believe in being a good person.
This is what you see. She's not showing anything.
In the laundry room and listening
This
to
is what you see.
music. She sounds horrible.
And that's what I would instill in her. Just treat people the way you want to be treated. You know, don't go for your people. Be good to people. More than likely, they'll be good back to you. And that's what
I believe that. Even Jelly's mother says that Jelly is jealous of people that are happy.
Because her mom didn't want to
She
work.
can't stand it.
Now, let me say this again. Her mom didn't want to work.
Or specific. Why we moved in with George and Katie was because she dropped her job. We were staying at Rio Rancho.
So
And
basically, she's making anything that Elizabeth says null and void.
and
That girl's
I
voice
hate male
matters.
validation.
That
You
girl's
can't get no
opinion matters.
attention
That
from
girl,
everybody and their mother.
she matters.
It's
And
okay to get compliments every now and
Jelly's
then from a
trying to
guy,
make
but
it like she don't
just to
matter.
seek and to give out money to that person, even if you don't know them in person, is crazy. We lost our house in Rio Rancho because she was not working and because she was giving out her money to some guy she called her soulmate across the country who catfished her. She thought he was a military man. In the photos, he was a military man. But then when she was like on the phone with him, he sounded like he was maybe from Africa.
How funny, because I married somebody that was a military man from the United States, of course, that showed me a big stack of papers. And he said he spent his whole time and did his whole time. It lists a dependent, a child I don't know about. He was married to somebody I did not know about at the time of our marriage. Huh.
I'm sorry, but there's an issue there.
Oh, P.S. That's in the court documents that you don't know how to read. Snoop Dogg.
And then he shipped out or delivered the stuffed animal to her. And she was like clean to that more than she was clean to her own child.
You guys want to see?
And that she was catfish.
You want to see
She
who?
cut the bear up. And
You
like,
want to
and
see
that night she was like,
who
I miss my bear.
Jelly is
I wanna go to the
defending?
trash.
Hold on a second.
But it's sad because
Let me show you
I
who
was born
Jelly
there,
is defending.
and she
This information I don't mind sharing, but I'm not
I
giving
don't know how to
names
put it,
out.
but not my senior year, not last year, but my
All
junior
right.
year, she started distancing herself from me. You don't do that to family.
Because
Especially if that's your
I'm
child.
not
You
sharing
take care of that
Elizabeth's shit.
child.
I'm going to share her
You don't
mother's
distance
shit.
yourself, you don't cut them off, and that's exactly what she
Okay.
did for this man.
You
You
guys ready
just
to hear
said that
this?
she let you
I'm gonna
stay
mute
with
her
George,
shit.
and you were so
I'm
grateful
gonna
for
mute
your
her
mother.
shit so you can. This is the type of mom. This is the type of mom Elizabeth had to deal with. All right, and I got older stuff, but this stuff is just recent. Hold on a second.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, they're gonna get
Oh,
a good one out of
man.
this one.
Oh, man.
Let me see. When does this conversation start? All right, this is 28th of February. All right. All right. February 28th. Good morning. This is from Elizabeth's mom. Good morning. How are you doing today? I don't know if you are still awake or what, but I need to speak to you. And I told her lots of pain. She says, first, I need you to please reach out to Elizabeth. And then she says, sorry, you're in pain. Then I said, I talked to her yesterday and she is good. And then she says, I've been up most of the night worried about her. She's not, as in she's not good. The people that she lives with is going to hurt her. This is what her mom is saying. The people that she lives with is going to hurt her. And then Amanda deleted a message. Then I told her, she said that she was good and that she still had the pepper spray I gave her. She says, okay, well, the people who she lives with are not good. Glad you gave her pepper spray. And I told her she was fine here, but when people started talking bad about Katie and I, we had her best interests in mind. This is Jelly I'm talking about. Jelly and Mad Chad saying the shit that she said and making Elizabeth feel uncomfortable. So then her mom says, I understand. I told her she was being pulled in so many different directions and told how we were bad, yet we were the ones that sacrificed so much to make sure she graduated and had a stable place to stay. And all the people told her negative things about us, and this very same people alienated her. Let's move on. Then her mom says, I know. We had an audio call. This is her.
I'm so sorry for hanging up on you. I'm just highly stressed, and I just got a feeling that she has been hurt in a certain way, and that's why I'm freaking out here because my motherly instinct is kicking in. Please keep trying to call her. Thank you.
My motherly instincts have kicked in. This is the same mom that threw her out 2.5 weeks before graduation. So then she says, I worry so much about her because she is not good at I think she meant residence. At the resistance is what she wrote, where she is located at. They want to hurt me and they are going to hurt her. I already had the vision. This is what she said. I already had the vision. Now, mind you, this is who Jelly is trying to up. This psycho mom is who Jelly wants. And I was trying to help Elizabeth get her shit straight. But, let me, because I don't want to make it sound a certain way. Amanda, if you keep bothering Elizabeth, you're going to mess up her place to stay. She doesn't have a lot of options. Can you please leave her alone? She says if you don't stop, she's going to put a restraining order against you. You're going to lose your daughter. You're going to lose her because you keep pushing her away. Stop it with your stuff. Seriously, stop. She will put a restraining order against you. You're going to fuck up her place to stay. Stop making it impossible for her. But you're going to make her homeless. Stop it. That was my response to her mom. And then I told her, stop bothering Elizabeth because she'll put a restraining order against you if you don't. You're pushing her away and you will lose her forever. And then she asked me, did you speak to her directly? Because something still feels off. Doesn't feel right. And I said, stop it. Then she says, I believe someone else has her phone. And if she was to put a restraining order against me, she wouldn't have accepted to be my friend on Facebook. Then I told her she is going to put a restraining order against you. I keep telling her. And she says, wonderful. I said, you are stressing her out. Shit don't make sense is what she says. You're going to make her lose her place is what I said. And something isn't right is what she says. Why do you have to make things harder for her? She says, I'm not. And I told her, yes, you are. I'm telling you something. It isn't right, George. That's my name. I said, leave her alone. She says, no, she is fine. I say she is fine. She will hate you if you get her kicked out. And then again, she asked me, did you talk to her directly? Something isn't right with the situation. She is not fine. I'm feeling something in my gut that she is not even well. My angels, she used to talk about this shit in my house when I lived across the street. In my house, she used to talk to me about her seeing and speaking to angels. I feel something in my gut that she is not even well. My angels confirmed that I called the police. And I told her, if you do that, someone is going to do a wellness check on you. Make sure to tell the police that the voices are telling you all this stuff. Then she does a laughing emoji. So then I asked her, because I am under the suspicion that Lacey has been getting a hold of this woman's mom. So I say, this girl's mama. So I say, how is Lacey doing? Because I know she is telling you to do this. And then she says, who's Lacey? So then, okay. All right, maybe she doesn't know Lacey. Let's see, I told you, then I said, I told you, if you keep this shit up, that Elizabeth is going to get tired, and she has just told me that you are dead to her. She will never talk to you again. Because I did talk to Elizabeth, and Elizabeth was telling her all this. And I was trying to get Elizabeth not to ostracize and just forget about her mom. Just let her heal up. But, then I say, so the voices you hear are more than likely Satan, that's what I told her, and not angels, because you wouldn't have thrown your daughter out before graduation. You need to rethink your life choices. And then she says, gosh, still caught up in living in the past. Go heal. That's what she tells me. So I tell her, live in the past. At least I live in reality. I am not hearing voices, Amanda. That girl has suffered because of you and your voices.
Come back when you get a
you're okay, you're gonna play
diagnosis
me.
for your fucking what's the word of it? Schizophrenia. Because do you know how you sound? Do you even realize? Maybe you are the one that needs to heal, Amanda. Come back when you are fucking fine. Because I'm sick of this. Shit with you and your fucking family. I'm done.
This is Katie. She
Yeah, I never snapped like that.
Katie's getting tired of this shit. Like I said, Elizabeth don't want nothing to do with you now. You have caused a lot of problems. You just don't get it. You stress people out. Yet you don't
I didn't
help.
want you to play it, but you did anyway.
All you do is hurt. You do not help.
Annie?
Hmm?
I didn't want you to play it.
I know, baby.
But you didn't.
So then Amanda deleted a couple of messages, and then I told her after I don't remember what she said in the messages. You were told what needed to be said, and no, she isn't. Get help, Amanda. I talked with her today. Then she says, the fuck she isn't. Call her. Try to get a hold of her, you fucking piece of shit. That's what she told me. And then I told her I did talk to her, and you need to go to the hospital and get tested for schizophrenia. She says, nobody wants to believe until it's already fucking done. I said, you have a chemical imbalance. Try again and call her. And then I said, I'm not going to jump at your request. You can forget that shit now. That's the last thing I said to her. That's the last thing I said to her. I do try to keep the relationship between Elizabeth and her mom going, but Elizabeth is so fucking stressed out because her mom does not live in reality. But this is who Lacey is advocating for. Her mom, who's a fucking psycho, who threw her daughter out 2.5 weeks before graduation. Oh my God. Anyway, I missed a lot of shit. I'm sorry. Let me see what I missed up here. I shouldn't have to go through this, really. I shouldn't. But Lacey doing the shit she does in the way that she does it, and then she got Maggie doing the same fucking thing. I got nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide. I have been forthcoming with everybody about this situation. And she keeps talking about, I don't have kids of my own. My daughter, I'm not going to say her name because y'all don't need to know because I don't want her getting pulled into this shit. But I do have a daughter that is mine. And I told Lacey that. And my daughter comes over on holidays. I got proof of that. I got a live video of that, of my daughter here in my house with me and my friends. But Lacey likes to feed a bunch of bullshit. Let me see everything. Let me go through all this. This is seriously stressing me and Katie out to the point where it's just stressing us out too much. This bitch should not be able to get away with the crap she pulls. And she knows she's lying. That's the thing. She knows she's lying because she said she was going to come after me and be a complete bitch about it. I shared that with Snoopy. And if you don't get that from that fucking that text that she sent me, then I don't know what else to tell you. But Jelly is just as disturbed as Elizabeth's mom. Just as disturbed, if not more. If Elizabeth's mom knew anything about the internet or YouTube, I bet you those two would be best friends. Oh my God, this motherfucker, I hope he got, hold on a second. Did somebody, unsilence? Hold on a second. Did somebody unsilence?
Silence him.
If somebody unsilenced that Veronica Yuck
No,
Craters,
they keep coming under different names saying the same shit, and it's really annoying.
well, just keep banning them. Just keep banning them, please. I'm gonna have to read these before I. Jed, can I ask how you got in the middle of their relationship? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. She came over when me and Katie lived in our apartment inside of in Albuquerque. I met her through my friend Kim. She was a friend of Kim's. You guys have met Kim. Kim comes over for every holiday that comes over, or I spend 4th of July over there. And that's where I met her. I never talked to Elizabeth back then. I talked with her mom, and that was it. One day, Kim and Elizabeth's mom and Kim's boyfriend at the time came over, got drunk, and all that kind of stuff. Then we moved over to Los Lunas. And Kim asked me, listen, I can't put Amanda up. Oh, shit. I can't put Elizabeth's mom's up because I got too many people in my house. Could you do it? I said, sure. Me and Katie said, no problem. We'll help her out. And that's how me and Elizabeth started talking, because Elizabeth was with her. Elizabeth and Amanda were, God damn it, and her mom were staying. We had 2 couches, and one was staying on one and the other one was staying on the other. And Elizabeth was going to school on the computer, and she would ask me every so often to help her with math because I'm good with math. And her and I started building a rapport, and then the whole Thanksgiving thing came up, showed her how to make fucking gravy. She learned, and her and I bonded. That's how we met. That's how we started meeting. And then Amanda started doing this thing where she would go into the laundry room and disappear in there for hours, talking on the phone to God knows who for God knows what. And then I heard Amanda constantly chewing Elizabeth out for no reason. Elizabeth would get her schoolwork done within an hour or two. An all-day project she'd get done in like a couple of hours. So I was very proud of her, and I showed Elizabeth some attention that her mom wouldn't show her. That's how we build a rapport. That's what happened. And then it just grew from there. So if you have any more questions, I don't know. That's all I got for you. And at this time, Jelly and I were getting along. I'm really tired. I'm tired of this bitch. I'm tired of her accusations. I'm tired of her fucking, implications, or her trying to implicate me in shit that I didn't do and never would do. Katie, give me my chocolate. But this is what I got to put up with, guys. Let's continue to listen to this fucking psycho bitch.
And she was like, okay, but why not be in dance? Like, maybe it can help you get into scholarships and stuff. So I thought about it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the tryouts, and I'm gonna be in dance.
That's Elizabeth
Well,
talking.
she was like supportive on the side of me being in dance and choir and stuff my junior year. And I was failing in one class that I took because it was like extremely hard and the teacher didn't really like me. And I found out later on that teacher had my brother past years and
The genius was failing. The genius was failing a class. The one who always finished her work before it was due was failing a
Now
class.
you see how she's down. You see how she's downing Elizabeth.
oh well, that's
The
your brother, so I'm gonna
genius
fail you.
is failing
Well, I
a
was trying to go to
class.
prom junior year,
This
and
is what
she would
she's
not
saying
pass
about an
for
18-year-old girl.
shit. And I took it to the principal, I took it to the superintendent, I took it to my mom. Like, I was having a mental breakdown because I really wanted to go to prom. I really wanted to do these things for dance and whatnot. But
Because
she
she
did
put
not.
it on a
So
fast.
You just said you didn't want to be in dance. Now you really want to do these things for dance. Make up your mind. This is why. This
This is a teenager that is figuring shit out.
I told my mom that I was going to summer school.
Summer school for a genius.
And I'm gonna get that credit. I'm going to pass, and I'm going to graduate on time. And
She is stooping down
Her
to the
phone
level
out
of
and she's
insulting
missing
a
it.
teenager,
Yeah, she-
just like she
How
insulted
about-
her own
how
son.
did we- How did we start getting back in touch with each other again? Even after that, because I remember that
Remember that shocked?
I had to make. I had to make deals with
Banshee.
to be able to have Elizabeth come.
But this is who people want to listen to.
Whatever anything, and tried to make. I had to make deals with Amanda to be able to have Elizabeth come over. When did she first let you start coming over?
So I know that she made the account junior year and we were staying in contact then. And then that's when I told her my baptism that I wanted you guys there. And then I started following you guys on Facebook. We exchanged numbers.
Right.
And then apparently
Exactly, Luna. She's dragging
or something like
a
that.
teenager
And then
to
we told her
defame me.
that,
How
that
low can you go?
I had to pause it for a second. First of all, Stormy, I don't know what's going on. Please, guys, don't fight. Don't fight with Stormy. Stormy, don't fight with no one else. And listen, the stupid comments are deleted. The stupid comments are going to get timed out. It's that simple. But if you guys see that right there, intellectual soapbox, can you all please subscribe to him? The OGs that I hang out with, and yeah, he's a brother. He's a true brother. Please check out his channels, check out his content, and yeah, he's got a lot of good content. Check out the intellectual soapbox. You're my brother, OG. Yeah, we're gonna do that live eventually together for sure. Let me let this continue.
for me for whenever I come over and
I told her you had a room.
And here's the
I told her
part.
18.
Let me mute this real quick.
Because I told her, Mom, look, this room is specific. This extra room right here. That room.
Here's the part
That's her
that
room. I
bothers me.
told her, Mom, that's
All right. And I've told you guys before. I said the chat. What? Hold on.
I was reading what RGM just.
Oh God, what did he say?
Why
Come on,
did
Jake.
she should know how to file her own taxes and bill no oil ring? Got a with pick 183 for the girl is a school.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I know you're obviously joking. Yeah. Yeah. Where's this bitch's fucking, her empire at? Her empire is YouTube and some fucking failed channels. But what bothers me, and I've said this to you, all of you before. At some point in time, the chat needs to be held responsible for their behavior. The chat needs to be held responsible and held culpable for the way that they feed into this shit because they're not entertained or they need entertainment. I've said this for the past few years. You guys need to not feed into this shit and don't encourage it. The only reason this goes on is because the chat encourages it. Now, I'm not mad at any of you guys. Don't take it the wrong way. Just understand this is a fact. Shit like this wouldn't even be paid attention to if it wasn't for the fact that the chat responds to it. Now, mind you, these people that responds to it, I have to believe are simple mind and sycophants. And it's shocking some of the names that are up there. But let's continue.
You're going to hear the horror story about what Elizabeth went through. But,
and then she's going to take because Elizabeth is going to share a shocking story on what happened to her. She's going to share that. And I bet you any amount of money that Lacey's
But you
going
were
to
feeding her
fucking
ice cream.
just
You were letting her
disavow it.
eat ice cream. You lied about who gave her the nickname Fifi because you said you gave her the nickname Fifi.
I didn't say I gave her
You
the
lied about
nickname
the whole
Fifi.
timeline, and this
You
mother
gave
sounds
her
like
the
she's
nickname
having
Fifi.
problems with a daughter that may have faced
She called
something,
herself
and
Fifi.
something that you capitalized on because you knew that she faced something. Because the TikToks that she had out there, which I will not show because she was 14 at the time, clearly show you that and those are the ones you were following. But you could have started following them after 16, though. Let's just be clear. But you were watching this girl breaking down on the internet, and you swooped in.
I
And said she
swooped
could do
in. I
whatever
was
she
watching a
wanted.
girl
She
on
could eat
the.
all the ice
I
cream
was
she wanted.
supporting
She
a
could,
young lady,
and then you're crying because
and
you're
she
in the
takes it as
hospital, but
you
you're the father
you
figure.
swooped in.
You can't make this shit up, y'all. Every discrepancy I'm pointing out because this is what you have to fucking listen to. This is what you have to know. I know the makeup of somebody like you. I survived it.
I come over here.
No,
like,
apparently you
tell
didn't
my mom,
survive
like,
it.
hey, I want to go spend the weekend with George. Or during the summer, I would tell her, hey, can I go spend like a couple days with George and Katie, whatever. She's like, yeah, but you're gonna be bored. Like, there's nothing to do there. Why do you want to go over there so bad? It's like, even if we don't even do anything,
Wasn't the whole point of George saying that he wanted her to get into school because why do you want to sit around a bunch of old people? So why does she want to go over there on weekends to party with to go and sit with a bunch of old people, George? If her mother said, well, why do you want to go sit with a bunch of old people? You're just gonna be over there bored. Why do you want to go over there? Probably
Because
because
she'd
you're letting
rather
her
be
party
with
and do
us
whatever the fuck
than with
she
her mother,
wants.
you idiot.
And she's vulnerable.
Let's do it, JD.
aside from spending time here, it's not even about like going out and spending money or whatever. It's also about spending quality time with the people you love. I'd rather stay inside for a night and watch something random that I've seen multiple freaking times and get freaking takeout, or we'd make something and binge watch freaking, I don't know, Louis.
Yeah. Katie calls her Elizabeth Louie now.
Exactly. Like there's things to do at home. I'd rather spend time with people who love me and who inspire me to be better than to be at a house where
All of the things you just said, you can literally do at home.
I don't even
She
think it's
didn't want to be with her
She
mom.
did was bitch you out about anything, everything.
anything.
I just read to
Back
you
when
what
I
her
was still
mom
living
is
there in
like.
Mayority, I got a job.
If you guys
And
heard
I
or
had
seen
work.
I
a
thought she
lot
was
of the
against you
texts that
getting
her
a
mom
job
sent me,
before
you
you
would
getting a
fucking be in
job.
shock.
And it sounds like he's pushing you in a way that the Phantom has been pushing my son. That's what
Oh,
it
now
sounds
the
like.
Phantom is pushing her son. Oh
He's
my God.
putting it into
She's
your
a
head so that you
professional
can
victim.
regurgitate it in that way. That's called grooming. In ways, the Phantom is manipulating my son. I don't believe it's for a sexual purpose, but he's putting ideas into his head, just like you just exhibited.
Work night shifts because I have school. So I'd
No.
go to school and I'd get off at 3:15. 3:15, I'd go home, I'd get ready, and then I'm back out and I have to go and whatever. Well then I'd come home and she'd start bitching at me. Oh, there's no food made. There's no. They don't want to eat for dinner.
Luna, the problem is
Well,
there's
then,
people in that chat right now that I really do
I
like.
thought she never
And I
wanted to
thought
spend
that was
time with
better.
you. Why would she be bitching about you not eating dinner together if she didn't want to spend time with you? Let's keep it going because I don't care how many times I have to stop it. I'm stopping it whenever I see it.
basically meal plan ahead of time. After school, I'll eat something with you, and then I'll go to work, and then everything will be fine. So then we figured that out, and then maybe like a week later, she bitched me out about how the house isn't clean or anything like that. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I wake up, I go to school, I come home, and I get ready, and then
Sounds like my son. She's bitching me out about the house not being clean. That's because I had OCD and my son was literally a mess. And I would bitch out about the house not being clean, but primarily
Okay, I didn't pause it. What I did is I muted it for a second. She's trying to say that this little girl, not only was she paying the rent, she was the only one working. She was the only one paying the bills because her mom wasn't working. Elizabeth was paying the rent for the trailer that they lived in over in the city that they were in. Elizabeth was paying the bills. Elizabeth was the only one that had a job. Yet Elizabeth is supposed to clean the house too? Yeah, Elizabeth has a reason to bitch. And this is telling me what kind of mom this fucking bitch is. Let's listen some more on her critiquing.
so like obviously he's a man, he's gonna know that, but grass on the field, play ball. This troll was telling him, okay, yeah, you're doing something, and if she has pubic hair, then she's fair game.
Comments like that? Come on. And then this shit talking about me is going on, and then you got motherfuckers making these comments. Sad excuses for human beings.
in the parent role, I'm basically raising you now. That's my household. I was paying mortgage.
Excuse me, y'all.
You were paying electricity, you were paying utilities, including
And then somebody saying it's called chores.
And then the money on top of that I was making.
Yeah, and then the money she was making at work.
Oh, so paying the bills, working,
No lie, dude, no lie.
and being responsible, that's not enough. She also needs to do the chores. And the
Does this
person that
story
said it
sound
kind of
familiar, you guys? It's all the child. She's getting money off the dead dad. She's working. She's doing this. She's so perfect. Yet you've caught her in so many lies. Sounds just like my son.
See what I
Baby
mean? And
boy,
she's
I love
vilifying
you.
her
Stop
son too.
making
Look at that.
wrong choices right now.
I'm sorry.
See, and this is
You think
this
other people are being
is an
around?
example. I got my senior photos taken,
That's bold.
and I was giving them out to loved ones,
Hmm?
and I had like a little SIM card to go and print them for Walgreens. Well, I asked her.
Yeah, I heard you. They heard you too.
Walgreens to go print these photos.
It is bold.
Let me mind you, that money being spent on those photos being printed coming out of my pocket. Well, I only had like maybe like $10 exact to go and print these photos.
Now let me explain to you something. I'm gonna
Well,
mute this
can you
again.
give me like
Let me mute this again. Phantom has a video. It's in, and he's looking for it right now. Phantom has a video of Lacey saying that she was gonna get her mom, the mom that you guys all heard talk. Lacey said she was gonna get her mom to kick Stormy's ass, and that Lacey herself was gonna kick Stormy's daughter's ass. Do y'all remember that shit? Cause she don't. And once Phantom finds that, because it was on his live that it happened, and that she said it. Once Phantom said, this is the same woman that's talking all kinds of shit about her own family because they didn't step in line with her. This is her MO, her modus operandi. This is her MO. Anyone that doesn't align themselves with her, and and believes what she believes in, they are automatically groomers, some sort of SAer, or they're a bad person. This is her way of dealing with shit. She needs fucking help, just like Elizabeth's mom needs help. Let's listen some more.
Yeah, you keep talking.
Okay. I took 20 of those dollars and I did my research, and I basically had George and Katie help me push her to get me my ID. So I went to the MVD and I got my ID finally, and then I started applying for these jobs and stuff.
And that's another thing that that Elizabeth's mom did. She kept her birth certificate from her. She kept her social security card again away from her. And this was even after she turned 18. All right. I had encouraged her mom to let this girl get an ID so that she can go out and she can work at 17 and get herself a little job so she can save some money for when she graduates. I had told her mom this shit, and her mom wouldn't give her her birth certificate or her social security card. And when she turned 18, she wouldn't give it to her. She didn't give her that stuff until after Elizabeth moved in with me, and I kept telling her she needs this stuff. She isn't going to be able to get a proper job. Actually, no, it happened. No, she wasn't living here when she got the stuff. She was living still with her mom, but it was the only way that she can get the job that she got at the truck stop she worked at. And that was months after her daughter asked her for it. And that's how they were surviving, was off of her daughter's check that she got from her dad's death and her daughter's job. She actually made Elizabeth pay for her pot. She made Elizabeth buy marijuana for herself, for her mom. This is who you're advocating for? Ah, okay. So I see what type of mom you are.
Yeah. Crazy backs crazy. That's
Yeah, I believe that. Crazy goes back crazy. We're gonna fucking asshole. Why do you come in here? Why? Why do you feel you must come in here? But let's continue. Let's continue to listen to the way she's trying to It's
Even the
so
cheerleaders told me that they're
Elizabeth.
like, your showmanship, like your facial features when you dance, like you can get it. You are sassy with it. You know how to move. You're talented, and
Y'all gotta see the videos I put up.
it's very it's
Check out my old videos of her dancing, and yeah, you gotta check it out. She's got the biggest smile. She's got she's got the biggest leg, the tallest leg. As small as she is, she's got the tallest leg kicks, the biggest smile. She's always got that little that little flair that just makes her much better. She's the best.
But that day it was on my birthday, and I went into the bathroom, and my mom woke up. You know, she was getting ready as well. She had to take me to school, and she was like,
She's sassy, huh? Okay.
You see her trying to pick
Sounds like a
everything
mother
that she can.
struggling
She's sassy.
to
What's wrong with saying she's sassy?
help a
But she's
daughter that
trying
had
to,
something happen to
she's
her,
trying
but
to,
based on these
you
lives and
know,
timelines,
get
we
people to
don't know
think,
by
oh,
who. I'm not saying this little girl wasn't abused. I'm saying at the very least you lied to protect her, but you were the one that was putting all her information out there, as we can see. All the information of hers you put out here in this video. I refuse to exploit her, but I have to
what the
point this
fuck?
out because of how
You
you are
refuse to
attacking me
exploit
over
her.
how
That's
I
what she's
protected
doing
my
right
child.
now.
Hold on.
it was fine. Everything was fine. She said happy birthday, whatever. She was loving on me. I went to the bathroom to go brush my teeth, and she goes, "Do you feel a little older now?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "Am I supposed to?" I was like, "I mean, I know it's my 18th birthday, but I don't feel different. Just ordinary day." And she's like, "Well, you look a bit different. You look a bit older." And I was like, "Do I have wrinkles or something?" And she goes, "Yeah, a little bit." And then she walked off, and I was like, "Oh, okay, so maybe I should go and put a little bit more makeup on so I can cover that up."
I'm sorry, that doesn't seem like it worked that way, because in your TikToks, it shows that you have a lot of people that are pressuring you to change your appearance, Elizabeth. I don't think that your mother told you at 18 you had wrinkles. And if she did,
She
I'm
doesn't
pretty
think.
sure she said something like, "Oh, yes, you look horrible. You got wrinkles everywhere." I don't think that this is how you portray it. However, that's not my place to infer. It's just an observation.
And I asked her, "So I don't know if you're gonna be there tonight at the football game, but just so you know, um, because I can't bring dinner like you said that you were gonna do, I'm gonna have Cindy do it for me." Cindy's my best friend, just so you guys know. Cindy's my best friend, and she was also on the dance team with me. Um, she was gonna bring pizza for me for my birthday, and we were gonna celebrate my birthday with the team for the football night. And my mom was like, "Oh, so George and Katie are gonna walk you. They're gonna introduce you." And I was like, "Yes, that's the plan."
Now, what I feel like
You
doing is
tell
I feel
my
like playing
coach
the
who trained
original
you last
video
night.
that this girl is trying to
It's
fucking,
a whole
and you play
process.
it all the way
She's like,
through without any
whatever. She has a
fucking,
good attitude about it.
without any
I was like, okay,
commentary,
it's a
and
bit
you'll
strange because
you'll
you
see
told me
what's
that you
going
weren't
on.
gonna be there. So
But
I think
it's
other people
easy
walked
to
you.
impress onto other people
So
when you put your commentary in it and you
day
put
passes through, and we get to
your
practice,
flair on
practice,
it. How
practice, and
people
I tell Miss
can
Tanya, like, I'm excited. It's
misread
my
shit.
birthday. I'm 18, and then I get to walk with my family, and I get to dance. It's the last football game, and I'm excited. And the girls are hyping me up, whatever. I'm having a good practice. Well, we get to dinner, and Sydney tells me, "Why is your mom outside with the food?"
Oh my God! Look, and
I
then
was not
she's saying
expecting her to
this
do
is
that.
Lacey herself
And
in her
she
TikToks.
comes with a small
She
gift.
had
She goes,
brown
"It's nothing
hair
big,
and
it
she
comes with
went
soup."
blonde.
And
She said
I
that
asked my mom, I'm like,
girl
"What
was
are you doing
easier
here?"
to
Like,
kill.
I thought I wasn't
That
bringing
girl was
dinner.
easier
And she was like, "Well, I
to,
changed my mind."
yeah, I guess kill.
You
Someone
can't,
influenced her
if something's already scheduled and you have to
to
let people know
bleach
it's
her
scheduled,
hair.
you can't just
Someone
make that plan
influenced
again that
her.
you
She
gave
wasn't even living here at the
plan,
time.
especially when you're a dancer.
Why does that matter? What does it matter if she changed plans? Okay, if she's not doing anything to do with your routine, it doesn't matter who does it. She's there. She's your mom. She brought the soup. So what's wrong with more food? What's wrong with her being there because George and oh, honey, you're not stringing this together very well.
So my mom comes in and she tells me, "I'm introducing you. I'm walking you onto that field too." And I look at Miss
And
Tanya,
there
my
would be
coach.
nothing wrong with her walking on the field too if she's trying to compromise to get you to calm down. What would be wrong with your mother who showed up to just stand next to them and walk you? Huh?
Because she originally
And I was
said
like,
she
I was
wasn't
not
going to
expecting her
come, but because
to
me
come
and
so
Katie
quick
said we were going to go,
um,
that pissed her
so
mom off,
impactful
and then she
for me to
changed her
have
mind.
to change everything and like
But we didn't
be there
stop
all
her
over
from
again.
going. I didn't
That's
say.
me
I
coming
thought
into
it was okay.
college and
I wanted her
having
to have a
theater,
relationship with her mom.
just everything in general. And so that night was ruined. I was
It
supposed to.
wasn't ruined because we got to see you and we were happy with your performance. We were there.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. She's trying to entrap and implant her accusations.
Like Jordy said, he was able to walk
And
him,
people are
and then we got to watch him perform.
and the people that I thought were
That's
cool
the type of support that I need. But
are
because my
falling for
mom
this, and it's
and
actually
then
it bothers
plans
me.
again, and then just
There's one name in particular
I
that
just-
bothers
it
me that's
irritates me.
falling
think
for
it was
this
that girl
bullshit,
anyway that she didn't expect us to be there.
and they're feeding
She
into it
was
too.
gonna be there for it. She didn't like that idea.
So if you already told her they were going to be there, why did she expect that you wouldn't be there? It sounds to me like she told her daughter she couldn't make it. She felt bad that she couldn't make it, so she made it right and she showed up and she saw your ass there, which pissed her off because she doesn't want you around her kid.
That's what I did.
Yet she's gonna call me
It's not that
to
like
check on
I
her
didn't
kid.
tell her because I did. I asked her if she could introduce me.
She
to
doesn't
her
want me around her kid,
She doesn't
but
want
she
me around
calls
her kid.
me to check
So
on
then
her
I
kid.
went to my next resort, Katie and George, and I asked them. And like you said, that's probably great. But in a way, it was ruined, but in a way, it also wasn't. And I'm grateful for what has happened. But then again, you just don't do that. You just don't
There's
do
a lot of things you don't do. And Amanda, I know you're gonna end up watching it, and you're gonna see this. I'm sorry, but all the can of worms are gonna be open because the story she told me, I was so angry at you. The story she told me, I was so angry at you that you know what? I don't wish bodily harm on anyone. I really don't. But I wish something would have fell on your head. To be completely honest, you are.
Sounds to me like this story didn't come up until you came around. Sounds to me that this story that wouldn't make sense if she let her go stay with you. Now, I think this story is conveniently made up in order to justify you taking this girl into your home because you'd already been telling her mother for months as soon as she's 18, she's coming here.
That's right. That's what she
You're not
wanted.
deserving of a daughter like her at all. You're not deserving of someone as brilliant as her whatsoever. You do not deserve anything. And yet you get handed the gift of a beautiful, smart.
I just read
woman
where.
that has so much potential. And you're
Well,
not a woman
that was
is
only
not as
because
smart as she is.
the angels in her head were on
You don't-
vacation.
You do not deserve that because all you do is ruin people's lives.
And
Sound familiar? The person trying to fight to keep the kid away from him ruins people's lives.
we do not wish harm upon anybody. I don't. I'm Christian to the bone. To the bone. And that was nobody's decision but mine to make. Especially with baptism too. But I don't wish worse upon anybody. I don't wish harm upon anybody. But I feel like this is your karma. This is your karma, Amanda. This is your karma.
No, she's calling her Amanda. No, she's saying this is your karma. No, my son sounded the same way because he's being coached by my family. Sound familiar?
You don't have a job for me.
She's trying to make this about her
He said
family.
I don't have a
Who
job,
alienated
right?
her because
All
she's
these things you're
psycho.
about to hear, okay? Peep that. Clock this.
You gave up your dogs. You claim that you loved your dogs. You gave them up. You're living off of one of your friends. You can't pay for your home. You cannot even reach out to your daughter. You're not even there mentally.
You have no. That woman came over here
Yesterday.
yesterday. She came over here yesterday. She tried to accuse me and Elizabeth of closing down her mailbox, her post office box. She was just accusatory, just blatantly said.
I'm sick of this. All this is doing is
And then
pissing me
she
off.
said,
Let me go ahead and just stop this because I'm done. I'm fucking done. I don't know how to stop this bitch from doing this shit. It really does irk me that someone can get away with doing this type of crap and then people start believing it. See, when you say a lie long enough or as so many times, people will start believing the lie. And it bothers me because people are starting to believe that bullshit. I have nothing to hide. Why would I put these videos up if I had anything to hide? She's the only one of us two that hides videos. She's the only one of us two that strikes people because she's on there saying shit. I don't fucking hide videos. Her and Maggie fucking chop up my videos to try to destroy me. If you want to come to your own, then you fucking watch the video. You make up your own mind. Let me take down this dancing bear because it's making me dizzy. So, Lacey, you are guilty of insulting and berating two 18-year-old. Well, Elizabeth is now 19, but you told your son to go fuck off. So that puts you in the same realm as Elizabeth's mom. You know, you insulted your mom, who, when you told me you were taking care of her, you said that you'll get your mom to beat Stormy's ass, and that you would beat up Stormy's daughter's ass. And yeah, once that video comes out, yeah. Oh, why was it okay? Why was your mom and your sister and your family okay then? And now they're not okay. What? Because they didn't align with you. And now all of a sudden they're getting groomed. It's always somebody's grooming somebody else when it goes against you, Lacey. Always. Always. And then, you know, I'm going to say right now, Illis, I thought you knew better. Honestly, I thought you knew better. I thought you had a better head on your shoulders, but if you're going to go believe in that, I'm fine. That's your opinion. That's your prerogative. Watch the video without the commentary, then you tell me. You know, you come to your own conclusions instead of letting somebody else. Sorry about that. Not Illis. God damn it. Did I say Illis? I meant Tanika. Illis, I'm sorry. My head is so fucking right now. I'm so Illis, that was not meant towards you. I said your name, and I'm sorry. I meant to say Tanika. Please understand. I'm sorry, but Tanika, I am. No. What I didn't mean to say Illis. I read Illis on my screen, and then I see Tanika on another screen, and I'm sorry. I meant to. I know, sweetheart, and I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I didn't mean to say your name. I meant to say Tanika. Tanika it's very, because I like Tanika a lot, you know, and I knew something like this would happen because she hangs out at Mad Chad's, and Mad Chad always talks shit about me, and she's just whatever. I'm just tired of it. I want it to stop. You know, leave Elizabeth alone. Leave me alone. Stop talking shit about me. Actually, why don't you just stop talking shit about everybody?
Will you stop talking about me too?
Yeah, and you keep talking about my wife. At least she's a good wife. Oh, let me see you break that one up. Because you try to say that Katie is slow, right? You try to say that I groomed Katie too. Katie was 22 and I was 42 when we got together. Oh, I groomed her.
No, I only know she was that. We've been together so long. So she can't hold a relationship down.
I know. And how many different relationships have you had in the past 8 years? Katie and I have been together for 18 fucking years. 18 years. How many relationships have you been in the past 8 years? And your relationships consist of fucking criminals, felons, 2 felons that I know of, SAers. None of that's over here, but you're trying to impress that upon us. You're trying to fucking put what you do and what goes on in your family and what goes on your side, you're trying to project that over here. And I can't believe these people are fucking falling for it. People that I thought were good. Boy, was I wrong. I must be a shitty judge of character. I'm really starting to doubt myself on I have to be the shittiest judge of character ever. because I actually considered fucking Lacey a friend, you know. And in that whole time, Katie was telling me, I don't know. The whole time I should have listened to Katie. I don't know. She doesn't seem quite right. When she did that Electro Jelly Productions, she sent me an email apologizing that she did it before she asked my permission. And then after she did it, I told her I don't care because Katie told me, don't you put no money in that. Katie told me, don't you put no money in that. And I said, I won't. But once I find the email, you'll see. She apologized for using my name without my permission. But I said at the time, because we were friends, I don't care, go ahead. Because I wanted her channel to prosper. And how many channels has she gone through now? I am tired. I am, you guys don't know what I've been going through in the past few weeks. I'm not going to tell you because, whatever, it's my problem. And I'm not going to project my problems onto you. I do videos, I try to make you guys laugh. I try to bring some sort of fucking happiness. And all I get is this misery. This miserable fucking person that is projecting her life onto me. I'm fucking tired of it. If you guys could just please stop fucking feeding into it and leave Elizabeth the fuck alone. Why do you make that girl your fucking focus? She's not even living here right now because of you motherfuckers. And the shit you say. Thank you. Thank you, Illis. Why can't you just leave her alone? This woman is breaking apart the shit that an 18-year-old girl was saying, that she's breaking apart the trauma that this girl went through and making light of it to try to get back at me because I wouldn't agree with her. I didn't want her to attack Jedi the way she did. I didn't want her to go and attack the people the way she did. She has to be in constant conflict. That's just it, Fox man. They don't mind their own fucking business. What's up, Sean? How you doing? I have nothing to hide, and I stand by everything I said. Period. End of subject. Nobody had any problem with those videos. Those videos got decent views, good comments on the videos. Now, because Lacey and Maggie are chopping it up the way they're chopping it up, now all of a sudden people have a problem with the videos. Do you see what I mean? You say a lie long enough, people will start believing it's the truth. And I'm fucking tired of it. I'm out.